Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going in.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bengals have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before
every hit gonna be a fucking fumble or what?
You have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Bengals. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now, on the
bro,
return,
every hit is a fumble, dog. What's up with these sorry ass niggas, bro?
This is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
And this nigga can't catch that, bro. Oh my God.
Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down. But as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't.
These niggas can't catch shit, dog.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. The give to Strong. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw out of the gun.
So ass.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good.
What
for
up, long
16
neck?
yards.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun.
2-6-1 I thought you'd be better by now, bro. WTF going on?
Down near the 2.
Bro, I still beat you, bro.
Big play for the Browns.
Stop it.
33 yards.
I don't even be playing that, so I don't even be trying. I ain't gonna cap.
They'll try to run this one in.
Watch.
He'll get back to the line
But
of
run this
scrimmage,
special
and
watch.
at best might have even lost a yard there. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficit down a bit further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. So after one, it's the Bengals on top. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First and 10 now from the 36.
What lead?
Now faking the give. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
TML.
And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save him some points. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got. Touchdown, Bengals.
I think so often, Mike, we put so much stock, and really unnecessarily so, in how strong all these quarterbacks' arms are. Because for most throws, it doesn't really matter, but tell you what, for this last throw, there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can not only throw it that far, but be that accurate. And you got a receiver with some speed that can get a step or two on the defender, throw it up, and it results in 6.
11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Dax Hill.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookies...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Burrow. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagle. Here we go.
Now Strong. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2nd down and 8. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's good. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw on the run is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run with Strong.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Working across the field, there's McLaurin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's good. To the air now on 1st and 10. This pass complete to Tompkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. He gets free. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for two. Burrow. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.